razor black cuts through the night. Talon sharp built for the fight. The diamond flies crack of the bat. Nobody stopping this raven attack. Rising up, coiled and raw. Iron wings, iron jaw. Raven smash, split the sky. Raven smash, do or die. Nothing stands in the way. This is our night. This is our day.
Today's episode is brought to you by Gustafson and Sons Towing, located at 29 Davis Road in Milanville, Pennsylvania. Gustafson and Sons Towing can handle a variety of services that you may need. Aside from 24-hour towing, they also handle winch outs, long hauls, shed moving, small or medium storage container moving, lockouts, jump starts, emergency roadside fuel delivery, and roadside emergency tire repairs. Got a junk car that you want removed? He'll buy that too and get it off your property. Go ahead and check him out over on Facebook at Gustafson and Sons Towing, on TikTok at Gustafson Sons Towing, or give him a call at 570-280-5890. If your car needs a ride but your wallet doesn't, call Gustafson and Sons Towing, 570-280-5890.
Oh, hello, people, and welcome to the NDT Sports Show on this lovely Thursday night. To my other side is my compadre, Justin, and non-existent is Aaron tonight. I'm sure he'll be in the comments at some point, but who knows when. Sir, how are you tonight?
I'm going to feel like Abbott and Costello here because I'm going to be lost. I think I've said it a few times. I've been a terrible sports fan recently.
Yes, you have, sir.
I'm excited for football season, though. I'm excited for football season. Aaron, how was the opening this time? Was it to your satisfaction? Last time you left us in charge, you were not.
We got yelled at.
Excited about it.
Oh, Whiskey's in the background again tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Hanging out, watching the show.
Yeah,
it's like he knows we're talking about him. He puts his ear up like, "Oh, hey guys, you talking about me?"
And it's
like, what is that? It was a bit better. A bit. There was a gap in between the two.
The timing is hard to get them to like overlay perfectly.
Well, we're so used to him doing it that we don't really practice it enough, probably.
I was practicing it before.
Oh, were you?
Oh, God, yeah.
And now he's dead.
Yep.
Right back. Yeah, let me sleep for the next hour, and then I'll wake you up when the show's about to end.
As soon as I hear later, I'm coming over.
Jesus Christ. His head popped right up.
He's the star of the show right now.
He is. I love Whiskey. You know that.
He's a good boy.
But yeah, so
that too.
It's Thursday night. We're going to talk a little sports here. But we're going to start. I'm going to ask you a question. Did you get that set up?
Yes, I did.
So we'll start the show with our fantasy football league is open. We have it all set up now. Justin took that up and did that. If you want to join the fantasy football show thing this year, it is free of charge. We're just there to have fun. We're not there to make money. We're not there to do anything. Shit talking is acceptable.
It's preferred.
But yeah, if you want to join the NDT Fantasy Football League this year, shoot us a DM, either out to one of us personally or to the show page, and we will send you the link so that way you can sign up for it. We're doing a 12-team league, so hopefully 12 of you will get interested in this.
Yep, and we'll need either your email or phone number so we can text you the invite or email it to you.
Yes.
Or I think I can send it through Facebook. Yeah, I can.
Well, Justin brought up a good point right before the show.
Oh, there you go. We will be doing a live draft show, and the winner will be getting a prize from the show. What it is, I don't know. This is the first I've heard of it.
Yeah. live draft show will be fun though. That'll it's always fun to do a live draft show. But getting into the world of sports, Justin brought up a good point that we didn't get a chance to talk about LeBron. I think it happened
Leflop.
the day after our last show.
Leflop.
Welcome to
Ring
Philadelphia,
chaser.
sir.
Ring chaser.
Yeah, but what a weird team to go ring chasing to.
He deserves that city, and that city deserves him.
I would expect no less from you, sir.
I've loved over the last couple of days all the reels I see of the old timers. Just
Philadelphia floppers.
Sir, you spelled flopper wrong. It should be PHLOPPER.
Oh.
But I love how I've seen all the old timers saying like he doesn't hold a candle in the wind to fucking Michael or Kobe for that matter.
No, not at all.
Like you have to build super teams and you still can't win.
Right.
Yeah, you've made 10, but you didn't do it with one team like Jordan did. He didn't go ring chasing. He just won the rings. The fun fact I've learned is, there's 4 players in NBA history that have led the league in scoring, won the regular season MVP, led the playoffs in scoring, was first team all NBA defense, and the finals MVP. You know who they are?
No.
Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan.
So I was Facebook scrolling like normal the other day, yesterday, last night, this morning, something like that. And it was a kid who said something along the lines of, oh, this is the guy who's supposed to be better than LeBron. And I honestly, watching some of Jordan's clips, I forgot how good he was at crossing people up.
Yep. He was a killer on the court.
Yeah.
He was a killer. He wanted the last shot. He was a scorer.
How many ankles he broke throughout his career, I totally forgot how good he was.
And I bet you if Jordan played 20 plus seasons, LeBron wouldn't even come close to the scoring record.
Well, and that's very true too.
That's a record of attrition right now, not skill.
And if he didn't take time off to go play baseball.
You mean if he didn't get suspended for gambling?
He didn't get suspended. He took time off to go play baseball. The suspension never happened. It's never been documented.
It was a quiet suspension because he was the face of the fucking league.
He was never suspended on paper to the people. He just happened to go take a couple of years off to play baseball.
They would have won 8 in a row.
Probably.
Won 8 in a row.
The man was just unstoppable.
Yep.
And to think like he used to get drunk before games and go play.
I never heard that.
Oh, you've never heard those things before?
No.
He'd go play 18 holes of golf before a game, get drunk, and then go to the game.
I knew he would go play golf beforehand.
He got drunk while playing golf. Yeah.
That's what we need. We need a LeBron Jordan golf matchup to decide the GOAT of the NBA.
That's not even a match. Jordan would kill him.
On the court and off the court.
Yeah, Jordan's a really good golfer.
He got into a lot of money problems gambling on it, though.
Did he? That I didn't know.
He played big money games.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me with him.
I mean, if I had the money, I'd do it too.
100%. I mean, did you watch the latest Grant video?
No.
Or Garrett, I'm sorry, Garrett video?
No, I don't like those kinds of videos. I kind of started watching it and I was like,
I'll
probably watch it tonight.
It was a really good video. But they played for $1,000 for the 18 holes. Damn, I wish there was a point in time in my life I could sit there and say I played for $1,000 and won.
With a fake caddy.
I think it was kind of hilarious.
I started watching. I was like, I don't know. This just doesn't sit right with me.
Oh, it was so funny. It was so funny. He literally pulls Mo's club out of the bag at one point and throws it on the ground and left it. Yeah.
I saw that in the preview.
Yeah, it was so funny. Misreading the greens for him and everything. Like, but it ended up being a really good match in the end. I think one of them shot 14 under to win it.
Jesus.
And they weren't playing no easy slouch course either. They were at what the Pete Dye course, I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but I mean, LeBron James is in Philly now. I'm not sure how that helps Philly or even chasing a ring to Philly. But I guess we'll see. They got Jaylen Brown. They traded for Jaylen Brown from the Celtics.
So imagine being him, and then they bring in LeBron James. You're going to Philly, and you think you're the guy there. And a week later, they sign LeBron.
And I mean, it all depends. Ibaka or whatever, Embiid. Embiid has to stay healthy for all that to happen. I don't think he's had a healthy season yet.
Have you heard the latest news? Philly's in talks with LA. Want to take a guess for who?
Who? Bronny? Jesus.
Yep.
It's funny, and I'm not trying to get this way, but I saw another reel on Facebook last night that the people want the Lakers versus the 76ers on Martin Luther King Day.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No, that's going to be a Christmas Day game.
Because I guess what? The Lakers are all white now. There's no black.
Their starting five is all white.
I didn't even know that.
How didn't you know? Stephen A made it a huge deal. It's part of the reason Ryan Clark got fired.
Oh, really?
Stephen A flat out came out and said the Lakers really think they're going to win with 5 white dudes. Let that get twisted around the other way, and it would have been a shit show for whoever said it.
I guess I wasn't in sync enough to know that that's how it all played out.
Like, it is what it is. Take it for what it's worth, but let that be twisted around the other way, say in like the NHL. Come on now. It wouldn't be taken lightly. People would have a shit fit. It is what it is. Good luck to LeBron down there.
Yeah.
I hope you I hope you break a hip when you flop.
That'd be absolutely hilarious if that actually happened.
Like, because good God, he does not ever get hit and he's always on the ground. Put him against that bad boys Pistons team and see what happens. He wouldn't stand a chance.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But we wasted enough time on that.
So let's go to football first.
I'm excited.
You're pretty excited about football.
I'm excited. I love that everybody is sleeping on our Giants.
I'm sleeping on our Giants. I'm not excited. I'm not looking forward to another losing season.
It's because you're a Giants fan. You have no low expectations.
I do.
I get it, and it's
every year I get excited. This year I'm not going to get excited for it.
See, I love the fact that everybody's sleeping on us.
It's just too much. I don't want my heart broken again.
I think the NFC East is up for grabs this year. I don't think there is one team that is head and shoulders above the rest. So
you might have a point there.
And all around, I think the Giants have the most complete team.
I mean, there's still an argument to be made about the Eagles still having the most complete team. I'm just saying, like, it's not that I'm trying to give the Eagles props, but they've got more veteran presence than we do, I would say. Their defense is ranked better than ours. But
we'll see how it plays out. And there's a 75% chance the Giants fucking suck again. But that 25%, I'm excited for. Like, new coach, established coach, good young talent.
I'm excited to watch some of the young talent this year.
A huge number discrepancy right now. What number is Odell going to wear when he makes the team? Because apparently Abdul Carter took number 3. And Jalen Hyatt, who I don't even know if he's ever caught a fucking pass in a regular season game for the Giants. He lets them fall to the ground. He's had them thrown to him, and they slip right through his fingers. Needs to give up the fucking number to the man who made that number popular in New York.
I'm interested to watch how Scatterboo bounces back from his gruesome injury last year.
Neighbors was out today. He was on the field.
Yeah, but he's trying to be back for week 1. He's trying to avoid the PUP. I'm intrigued to see if Dart can make the next step forward, or if we're gonna have a regression with him this year. Hopefully he doesn't use his feet as much this year, and he throws the ball a little bit more. We should have a little bit better of a receiving core for him. I really want to see how Avril Reese does, and hope that Abdul Carter kind of starts coming into his own, because we got to get rid of the kid Abdul Carter, and we got to get to the professional Abdul Carter.
Let's be honest. Last year he had a great year. Last year he didn't have many sacks,
but he was a kid.
He had a lot of pressures.
But he was a kid and had a lot of off-field issues. Not showing up in time, sleeping during things that he shouldn't be. So let's hope he got past that last year, turns more into the professional. I'm not saying his on-field work ethic was bad, because it was good. Like you said, for most of the year, he led the league in pressures on the quarterback. He just didn't get anything for it.
Right.
But he was a kid still. So I'm intrigued. There's still a lot of talk that Thibodeau could be traded before the season starts.
If you can get something for him,
well,
I'm not against it.
There's a lot of talks because the Panthers already lost their outside guy for the year to an injury, and the Giants haven't given Thibodeau his 5th year yet.
Oh, that's right. He's still on his rookie contract.
Right. So, I mean, this is year 4 for him. We can extend the 5th year if we want. But he's also been another one who's been hurt a lot. He's always missing time.
What round was he drafted?
I'm pretty sure he was a first rounder, wasn't he?
Yeah, but that 5th year, I think, is only for top 10 picks.
I thought it was for the whole first round, sir.
Oh, well, he was selected 5th, so it doesn't really matter.
There you go.
As much as I like him, he hasn't lived up to the 5th pick yet.
Yeah. So, I mean, if we trade him, we trade him. It's not the end of the world, because we still have Arvell Reese. We still have Traymon Edmonds. We still have, Carter, Burns.
Carter.
Yeah, we still have a really decent defense.
Losing Sexy Dexy in the middle is going to hurt this year.
Yeah, but I mean, we also signed guys that are used to the system that we're running.
That's true, too.
So it'll be interesting to see how the new system works, how quick Harbaugh can, like get it going and everything like that. Harbaugh and staff. It was interesting looking through some fantasy rankings today that Justin and I went through on our 4 hours and a half phone call. They got some really interesting fantasy rankings this year for players. But
Jackson Dart being a top 10 quarterback.
yeah, I mean, but to say that the Giants have one of the easier schedules was kind of funny. Having a 5-star schedule against what we've got.
Yeah, no, our schedule doesn't look very nice.
No, it doesn't. But yet it says we've got one of the easier schedules. So that'll be interesting. The Patriots have one of the harder schedules this year.
As they should.
And it was funny because somebody from within the division, I want to say it was a Bills player.
We'll come back to them, by the way.
The Patriots said something about how well they did last year, and one of the Bills players laughed back with, well, yeah, you can do that when you finished last the year before and had an easy schedule. So I like the fact that there's a little blood boiling there already before the season even starts.
Can we talk about how your Pepsi can looks like their new fucking helmet?
Oh, God.
They're hideous.
The helmets are terrible.
I don't even like the gray.
I don't mind the gray. I'm a gray fan. I like the color gray.
I don't. Tommy, I'll send you the link, bro.
I like the gray. I said to Aaron the other night, and I stick by this, I would rather see that gray with the old school red helmet.
No, see, you gotta stick with the blue with the old school helmet.
No, I think the red helmet would offset that gray perfectly and look good.
Apparently, they are wearing those helmets at least one game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they do it with the grays, but that's not going to happen.
No. That new helmet's coming out with them.
Yeah. But they still got those white ones that are really nice with the silver.
Those Blizzard, whatever they are.
Yeah, that'll be nice. I'm intrigued to see if anyone else comes out with new NFL jerseys this year.
I stand by the Giants need to go back to their red jerseys.
Well, aren't there so many teams a year? Didn't they start this like last year or 2 years ago? That they're coming out with those special jerseys every year for certain teams. And the Cowboys or the Bills got it last year. Yeah. Johnny, how are you tonight, sir? So I'm intrigued to see what teams get announced for those jerseys. Kind of like the City Connect uniforms, I guess you could call them. But yeah, football season's vastly approaching. What are we down to, like 7 weeks or something like that?
I'm excited.
I think we're 2 weeks off of spring training games or preseason. Sorry, I'm in like mixing baseball with football.
Shouldn't the Hall of Fame game should be like next Thursday?
Not next Thursday, the Thursday after, maybe?
August 6th.
So next Thursday. Yeah. And who's playing that?
Cardinals and Panthers.
What a shitty game to start with.
It's preseason. The starters are going to play one series, if that.
Starters won't start at all. They never do in game one. They generally start game two.
They're only down to what, 3 now, right?
Yeah.
3 preseason games.
Yeah, and then you get a whole week off before the season now, or 2 weeks off or something.
I think the Giants are playing what? The Dolphins, the Jets, and I want to say Detroit.
Ooh, the Detroit game will be fun to watch. That Detroit game will definitely be fun to watch, even though, especially if that's game 3, we won't see any starters. But
Vikings. Vikings, Dolphins, Jets, and we open up at home against the Cowboys.
Yep. Yeah, supposedly Aaron was buying us tickets to that game.
Oh, God.
No.
Week 3, it's Giants versus former Giants.
Okay.
Giants, Titans.
Oh, dear God. Oh, you are something else.
I'm just saying.
You are something else. I mean, you got a point. There is a lot of Giants that went over there. Is that a home game or an away game?
Home.
Boy, Dable has to come back to New York, huh?
Oh, he's in Tennessee? What's he, the OC down there?
I do believe so. That's why a lot of the former Giants went to Tennessee. He's defense, isn't he?
Offensive coordinator.
Oh. Yeah, that's why a lot of former Giants went down there to be with him.
Well, good luck sucking there, too.
They've actually got them projected to possibly take that division this year.
The AFC South?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the weakest division in football.
No. One could argue the AFC North is weaker.
Browns, Bengals, Steelers, Ravens. Yeah.
No.
That's North. Ravens, Steelers, Browns, Bengals is the NFC North or AFC North.
Oh, okay.
NFC North.
AFC no. But like even the NFC South is probably the weakest one too.
That's what the Titans is in.
NFC South.
Oh, NFC South.
The Falcons,
Rams,
Saints.
Falcons.
No, not the
Saints.
Rams.
Not Rams. Falcons, Saints, Bucks,
and Panthers. But I mean the AFC South, you've got the Texans, you've got the Jaguars,
the Colts.
The Colts. Like that's not a terrible division, really. The Jaguars and the Texans are no slouch. Texans have the best defense in the NFL right now.
Do they?
God, yeah. Did you watch any of their games last year? God damn, their defense was so good.
I think I watched them in the playoffs. That's about it.
Their defense was so good last year. Fast, very fast. But we'll see. I don't expect much out of the Falcons this year. A lot of people are high on the Saints bouncing back this year and having a winning record and possibly winning that division. We'll have to see how that goes because they got Travis Etienne this year as their leading running back in New Orleans.
The fucking Bills are the third favorite to win the Super Bowl this year.
Who's first?
The Rams. Followed by the Seahawks.
I can't see the Seahawks repeating, but okay. How far down on that list is the Chiefs? I expect them like 7-8.
I'm trying to find the full list. Oh, see, this one has Rams, Bills, Ravens, Seahawks, Eagles, Patriots, Chiefs. So that's 7th.
7, yeah. Yeah, that's
Chargers,
about where I...
Texans, Packers, Niners, Lions, Broncos, Bengals, Bears, Cowboys, Jaguars, Bucks, Steelers, Vikings,
Head of the
Commanders,
Giants.
Colts, Giants.
Where's the Giants? 23rd.
+21st.
Okay.
At plus 7,000. I may have to place like a $10 bet on that.
It's what, $700 win, I think?
Yeah.
So I do believe those odds are based on $100.
$100 bet, yeah.
Yeah. So at plus 7,000, you'd win $700 on $10. I mean, it's $10. You could easily win that back or not.
Yeah, I'm shocked that the Bills are up there so high. Like, if it was for like third place, Bills would be number 1.
Jesus.
But to win, he's not here, so I get to. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, they improved their wide receiving core this year.
With who? Who'd they
DJ
get?
Moore. You kept Shakir, got DJ Moore. Like, you got a legit another receiver to go with Shakir.
Okay, but can that defense stop people this year? They couldn't last year.
I mean, all you got, if you keep improving the offense, you just got to outscore the other team then.
Yeah, I guess, but like,
I mean, I get it. The old saying, defense wins games. Well, the Bills are trying to make offense win games.
I don't know if their offense is high powered enough to outscore that defense.
Well, to be fair, this is probably the best quarterback that DJ Moore's had.
You think so, Aaron?
Yeah,
I mean, their head coach was the problem.
I think Tom Brady would do great. I think he could actually teach Josh Allen a thing or two.
So could Drake May how to make a Super Bowl. Sam Darnold, for that fact. How do you feel, Aaron, that a former Jets bust won a Super Bowl before Josh Allen?
That's sir. That's rough.
Is who was that other kid they drafted after they got rid of Sam Darnold? Not Zach Martin. He was an offensive lineman.
I want to say Zach Johnson, and that's not right.
But that kid, he's the next one.
I don't even think he's in the NFL anymore.
No.
I can picture him with the blonde hair and everything like that.
Zach Wilson. He plays for the New Orleans Saints.
Oh, sorry, I got to reply to my son.
Yep. Zach Wilson.
It is 9 minutes to 9, and Jackson's going to bed. Night, Dad.
Oh, because they're driving.
Yeah. He said he only got 5 hours sleep last night because he was so excited to be going.
What a kid.
But I mean, for DJ Moore's sake, he's going to his best quarterback he's going to have right now in his career. You know, you go from whoever he had in Carolina, probably Baker Mayfield at that point when Baker was terrible, still. And there might have been a Sam Darnold sighting in there too, or was that Zach Wilson? And then you go to Josh Fields and Caleb Williams. Like, the dude's got the shit end of the
Williams
stick.
Wasn't a terrible quarterback for him in his second season. His rookie season.
He's not the greatest quarterback, though, either.
Right.
I mean, we saw in the playoffs, you pressure him, he couldn't throw the ball.
True.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. If you pressure him, he could throw the ball. If you let him stand still, he couldn't hit anything to save his life.
He can only throw on the run.
That's right.
Listen, sir, you can compare it to Soto on the Mets all you want, but Soto's only been there a year or two. Josh Allen's been there how long?
Jeez.
And I like Josh Allen.
I'm just saying DJ Moore is in the best situation he's been in his career.
With the worst defense he's had in his career.
Probably not. I mean, he was on the Panthers. He's had some pretty bad defenses.
I forgot he played there. You're right.
just saying.
Wasn't Big Red his quarterback at one point too? I can't remember his name. I just know they called him Big Red.
Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
I'm sure in Carolina he had Andy Dalton at one point too. I honestly feel that if everybody stays healthy and there's no major injuries, not going to happen. But I feel like the AFC is going to be won by the Bengals or Bills this year.
That's a hot take.
Yeah.
The Bengals.
Yeah. You know, I expect Burrow to really come out and he
that
has to do
offensive
something.
line is but no, it's not even him. That offensive line is shit. He has been, since he came into the league, he is the most hit quarterback.
Well, I'm just saying,
I'm not taking anything away from him. And just like I'm not taking away anything from Josh Allen. Josh Allen is a great quarterback. He just hasn't had the team around him, and I still don't think he has it this year.
I'm just saying that those are the two teams that I would project if everything worked out, AFC Championship, no injuries, going into the season. Bengals, Bills, AFC Championship.
The hell was that? Oh, he's in his barking sleep.
Yeah, I actually expect Sexy Dexy to really help Cincinnati.
Oh, I forgot that's where he went. That offensive line scares me with Josh Burrow. I think this is the year you see Herbert take the jump. I think the Chargers win the AFC this year.
They remind me too much of the Giants. All this hype, and yet they figure out a way to lose everything. I mean, don't get me wrong.
You're not wrong.
They got that Galston tight end that was a rookie last year. Ladd McConkey, O'Marion Hampton, Justin Herbert. I mean, they got a good team.
And they have a good, young, fast defense.
But they always set you up to just be disappointed. I mean, 2 years ago, it was down to them and the Raiders, or 3 years ago, down to them and the Raiders, whatever it was, for the playoff spot. And all they had to do was kick a field goal to win it. And they couldn't even do that. They turned the ball over instead. You remember that?
But see, and we're both sleeping on, you still have the Chiefs. You still have Mahomes.
You got to see when Mahomes comes back. And granted, I said earlier, he's aiming for week 1. And yes, they got Kenneth Walker III this year. But they lost pieces on that defense that's just not going to be the same. They're getting older. You're still depending on Travis Kelce to be your tight end and carry you. Even last year during the year when Patrick Mahomes was there. Yeah, but they lost a whole bunch.
That defense has never impressed me the entire time they're there. The names have never impressed me, but Spags always makes it work.
But they lost a lot of veteran leadership this year in there. McDuffie's
somebody
gone.
I want back in New York.
Spags.
More than Odell. Spags. I want Spags back as a DC man.
And I mean, you got to see how the Patriots act this year. And I get it. They get AJ Brown now, but him and Drake have not been doing well in spring training so far.
I think you're gonna see a drop off from that team.
Don't expect much out of the Dolphins or the Jets. They're gonna whatever. I really think the AFC North is just a shit show this year. I don't expect anything good, and that's why I think the Bengals could walk out of that division champions without much of a problem. 82-year-old Aaron Rodgers is coming back.
The Ravens, though.
Yeah, but new coach, new defensive coordinator, new offensive coordinator. How's it all going to go?
Jackson, Derrick Henry.
But they still have a new system to implement, and sometimes it doesn't go well. And once again, 82-year-old Derrick Henry with everything.
32.
They're old. Lamar has been around forever. He gets hurt now when he tries to do what he does.
Did you know he's 10th all time of non-quarterbacks and touchdowns?
That doesn't surprise me. He runs the ball too much, and he doesn't slide. He takes the hit.
No, not Lamar Jackson.
Oh,
Derrick Henry, 10th all time.
Didn't he have 42 touchdowns last year too? Seems like the guy first and goal. All right, well we're giving it to Henry.
I think the single season record, sir, is 26, and that was LaDainian Tomlinson.
Am I not allowed to exaggerate on anything?
You are, but you get too technical sometimes. So I gotta bring the technicality back.
Well, technically, the NFL record now is 68 on my video game.
That's fucked up.
Well, the home run record's 300 and something. So
Big facts.
So like,
Season 6 of my career, I'm about to break Bond's record.
but yeah, the AFC North just doesn't. I think the Bengals could walk in there and they could easily take 6 games just from the division alone. If they stay healthy.
They sweep.
If they stay healthy, they could do it. I don't expect Pittsburgh to have the best offense in that division.
And I told you earlier, I'm not a fan of the Rams winning it this year unless Aaron Donald does decide to come back, because then I don't know how you stop those two on that defense, Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald. You put them on the same side of the line. How the fuck do you stop them?
I didn't know what the Super Bowl predictions were, but I told you earlier, like, I thought the Rams had a really good chance of winning it this year. And they're number
I think
one.
You're going to see Matthew Stafford. He's 38. He's going to turn 39 this year. You're going to start to see regression out of him.
I don't expect him to throw for almost 5,000 yards again. But I bet you he's between 3,500 and 4,000. You got 2 running backs there, Karen Williams and the dude from the old Michigan running back. Like, you got 2 legit running backs there. They can run the ball. It's an all-around, well-put-together team. There's a reason Sean McVay came back.
I'm interested to see how the Niners do this year since they get all that defense back that they lost last year. Because they fucking lost almost everybody on that defense last year.
I could see the Dolphins finishing third. Or the 49ers finishing third in that division.
So can I.
Like, Brock Purdy's good, but, like, dude's got to stay healthy.
The defense needs to stay healthy.
The whole team needs to stay healthy.
Yeah. Yeah. But while we're talking about health, you know the one big way every team in the NFL can help the health of their players?
Go ahead,
Get
sir.
rid
Go
of
on
that
your rant.
fucking turf. Go back to natural grass. Football is a sport that you're meant to get dirty in. These jerseys aren't supposed to be white and you leave the game and they're still fucking white. You need grass stains. You need dirt stains. You blow out less knees on natural grass than this fucking artificial shit you have down. And if FIFA does not show that to you, there was not one catastrophic leg injury during the fucking World Cup on natural grass. And they run a hell of a lot more than these fucking guys in the NFL do. Get rid of the shitty fucking fake grass and put down real grass. You make goddamn enough money. You charge enough for fucking tickets. It's not the MLB where the owners can pay whatever the fuck they want to any player. They have a salary cap. You can only lose so much to players. The rest goes in the owner's pocket. Stop being fucking greedy and protect your fucking players. I'm done.
Okay. That was fun.
Well, it's because
you get so animated when you talk about that.
MetLife is the biggest perpetrator of that. That grass in that field needs to fucking go. How many knees and Achilles has that tore up over the last 4 seasons?
Yep. War ever since that stadium opened. It's been a problem.
Pretty sure Odell blew his knee out on that fucking turf.
Yes, he did.
Get rid of it.
But we're 45 minutes into this. We're going to go to a little baseball. Not much. Justin's not really into baseball. It's fine.
Mets need to trade all of them.
I'll start with we have a show planned, so a pop-up show for Monday for the MLB trade deadline. We're going to have a little fun with it. We're going to do something a little different. Aaron's coming up with some great ideas, and I'm all behind his ideas and everything. So anyone who likes MLB and is excited for the trade deadline, as I am, because I think it's going to be a real fun trade deadline this year, join us that day. We're going to be live until whatever time we start, until probably 6:30, because there's always a couple trades that roll in a little after. Justin doesn't seem too excited about it, but he's going to be joining us.
I'm shocked there hasn't been more going on so far. I know that day a lot happens, but I feel like in past years you've seen the week leading up to it, you got more. Like there.
Here's the take on it. I think teams are trying to sell lower this year, or trying to buy lower, as teams are trying to sell higher.
Because of no baseball next year.
Right. Well,
baseball next year.
Jeff Passan said there's a 35% chance that we don't have baseball. He seems to think the CBA is going to get worked out.
There's a 3.5% chance we have baseball. That's what he meant to say.
No, it's not.
That's what he meant to say. You heard it here first.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing. I think that the two sides are pretty far apart, but I think the problem is that, you know, the buyers are trying to buy low and the sellers are trying to sell high, and there's just an impasse right now, and it's not going to work out until Sunday, Monday. When you get closer, teams are going to start, you know, you're going from here, and teams are going to have to start going to here by the end, because they want to improve. I mean, it came out today that Hunter Goodman of the Colorado Rockies, the Rockies are asking for every team's number one prospect to get him. Well, that's not happening. The Yankees aren't going to be willing to give up George Lombard Jr., I don't think, especially when you have such a dire problem.
Stud young catcher.
Yeah, but when you have such a problem at short to begin with, if you're not getting, and I'm just hypothetically saying this, if you're going to have to give up George Lombard Jr. for that, the Yankees are going to want Tovar back, their shortstop, who's an MLB shortstop. It's going to have to work out some way or another. Now, are the Yankees more apt to give up Spencer Jones in that situation? Absolutely. They're overloaded in the outfield right now. So
my look at it is, if you're not willing to get up what it's going to take to get that player, you don't want that fucking player.
Yeah, but
I don't think the Rockies are over asking for that. He's 26 years old. He's a young catcher.
But you've also got to hold on. Like, it's one thing if the Yankees didn't have a problem at that position that your number one prospect's at.
Well, then move on to a different catcher, because you're not getting him.
And that's quite honestly what they might do.
There's one across town you can have.
Well, you know, that question just popped into my head. So if he goes across town, will you still argue that he's the greatest shortstop ever in New York?
No, I meant catcher.
Oh.
And yes, absolutely, I would still argue he's the best shortstop in New York.
I was just wondering, like, that thought, like, what if the Yankees traded for Lindor? Would he still consider him the best shortstop ever in New York?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Just to die on that hill.
Interesting.
Or maybe I'd go back to Jose Reyes. Who knows?
Ray
Ordonez, one of them.
I think you're gonna, on Monday, if you tune in, you're gonna hear us talk about a lot of players that we think exactly. But the catching market's not as thin as it was 2 weeks ago. A lot more teams are coming out as to people to get rid of. But you're gonna hear us talk about Monday, you know, things that we think might be happening, even some surprise players that you may not be hearing from that could get traded, like I don't know, Gunnar Henderson going to the Braves.
That would be wild.
I mean, you're talking about a Baltimore team that They need outfield help and shortstop help. And if you could package a Tyler Ward and Gunnar Henderson package to the Braves, I think that would go over immensely, and it would put them in a better spot to compete with the Dodgers. I mean, I think you're looking at a team like the Braves that could really sell the farm this year to try to knock the Dodgers off.
I'm gonna die on this hill too. The Braves aren't that team. They never have been.
They never have been, but I think they know that this year is the year. With nothing next year, you're looking like you got to do something. You just lost Strider again. Send Volpe. Sir, they want an actual shortstop.
What do you mean? He's the best shortstop to ever put on pinstripes.
I am glad Aaron is not in this show tonight. I am so glad.
I'm just
but I could see the Yankees ending up with a catcher like what's his name? Higashioka, an ex-Yankee. He's Higgy. They used to call him Higgy. I could see the Yankees downgrading to a catcher like that just to get somebody in, another one. The dude's batting like 230, but that's still almost 100 points better than what they've got.
And I'm pretty sure Alvy's on the market too.
Alvy's on the market, absolutely.
He's batting like 258 right now.
But I mean, you got yes, sir. I covered that already. Okay, Mike, how are you tonight? But I think the Braves are a team that's primed in the NL to try and make a real push at the Dodgers. Expect the Phillies to be very active on the trade deadline.
They got to catch the Braves.
And they got to catch the Dodgers. They're fighting against two teams. I mean, don't be surprised if the Phillies take a run at a big name, a really big name. I wouldn't be surprised.
I can tell you one team that will not trade with them.
The Mets?
The Mets.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Mets are open to trading with them. But I
would lose all faith in humanity at that point.
Expect Turk Skubal's name to be passing around the Phillies also. I think
they have enough to give up for him.
Absolutely they do. They have one of the better farm systems. Oh. I bet you he's in AAA right now to showcase that he's closer to MLB ready than people probably thought. And that's the thing that happens a lot during like this time of the year. You have the minor leaguers pushing up players to the AAA system that are, it's closer to MLB ready to show that they're a little closer than people think, to get them a little more exposure. I think Joe Ryan will go this year. I think you're going to see Joe Ryan get traded. You're going to get Turk Skubal traded. A quiet name that you don't hear right now much of, but you're going to see him get traded is probably Casey Mize from Detroit also. I think you're going to see two starters out of Detroit leaving. A younger, controllable arm, still a really decent pitcher. And I think like a Casey Mize is something that the Braves would look at. Last night's trade was a little interesting to me. Logan O'Hoppe going to the Rangers along with Slilith, whatever, to the Rangers for a 19-year-old prospect, a 2-for-1 deal. I feel like the Rangers kind of fleeced the Angels, or the Angels are just so far gone. Like maybe now's the time to step up to Rafael Soriano and say, hey, we'll give you our worst prospect for him. It just seems like the Angels are in complete sell mode.
Do they move Trout?
I honestly think this is the year you could see Trout moved. If the right deal is there.
That's a player you see Philly make a move on if he's available. But
Trout's got to waive his no trade clause.
That's the one team he would do it for.
Because he's got 10-5 rights. That's
the one team he would do it for, Chris.
We'll see. I mean, I could see Trout in New York as a Yankee.
I don't think you see the Yankees do it. He turned the Yankees down. He turned their camp down.
Sure, but it doesn't mean that he wouldn't do it now. There's a serious need in that Yankee outfield right now. You know, you lost Bellinger. Judge is still out probably until September, mid-September.
The rest of the season, probably.
Like, well, if he's out for the rest of the season, the Yankees might as well just not do anything. And that's just...
No, there's a story behind Trout and the Yankees. I genuinely don't think the Yankees would make that move or even try.
But I mean, there's a lot of names out there, a lot of teams. I think there's a possibility for the right package. You could see an Ellie De La Cruz moved on Monday.
Oof.
I'm just saying. There's so many teams, like you look at the AL, there's so many teams grouped together that you're looking for the edge. And a lot of those teams have good minor league systems right now that they're going to be really trying to get that edge. So, I mean, you look at the AL. So right now, Cleveland's in the last wild card spot. Realistically, you can go back all the way to the Blue Jays, Tigers, Orioles, Mariners, Astros, Twins are all 5.5 games or less from that last wild card spot. I expect Baltimore to become sellers. The Tigers are going to become sellers. I expect Toronto to be buyers, even though they're the last team in that 5.5 out. But the Astros, I think, are going to be buyers and sellers. I think they're going to try selling a couple pieces, but pick up pieces to make them better in the future.
But if you're a team 5.5 out of the last wild card spot, is it worth, with the CBA coming to an end, the real possibility of no baseball next year, is it worth giving up anything you have that's worth anything in the minor leagues to try and make the playoffs and be done in the first round?
I just think that the AL is such an open field right now that anyone could win it. I don't think there's one team in this whole AL that stands above and beyond anyone. And now,
especially knowing that even if you make it through the AL side of the playoffs, you make the World Series, you're going up against the likes of the Dodgers, the Braves, or the Phillies.
Right. But I mean, you're still doing it to get to the World Series. That's an AL pennant on your ceiling.
I for some reason feel like this year's trade deadline is not going to be as active as years past.
Now I'm going to go
because of the uncertainty of next year.
I'm going to go to the NL. You got 6 games out, Reds. That's the. I'm just discounting the Giants, the Mets, and the Rockies. The Reds being 6 games out, they're sellers in the NL. The Nationals being 2 games out, they're most likely going to be selling. They're not going to be trying to add a whole lot. The Cardinals are 3 games out. I don't think you see the Cardinals really trade anybody. I think they're just in a good position going forward on their rebuild.
I say that with the Nationals too. I don't think they do anything.
I think the Nationals will do a couple things. They're looking to still improve while still shedding people like CJ Abrams. They could trade CJ Abrams because they got a stud minor league shortstop. So that's what I'm saying. Like with the Nationals and the Cardinals, like they'll trade certain pieces, but only because they have better minor league things coming.
Sirens are going off like crazy.
I thought maybe the cops were at your door.
No.
I even think a team like the Marlins, who are only 2 games out of the wild card, are going to be more sellers than they are buyers. It's just the NL is a lot harder of a place to win.
Which is where
Yeah.
I think those teams that are in that same distance out that you said, like AL, they're going to be buyers at 5.5 out or 5 out, wherever you were. I think the teams you
5.5.
see in the NL that are right there, I don't think you see a lot there. I think they stay pat. The uncertainty of next year, you're in the mix, and let's just wait and see what happens with next year.
Okay, the Padres are 1.5 games out of the last wild card spot,
and they're supposed to be selling the fucking whole team.
There you go. There's my point exactly. Like, they're looking to get rid of Bogarts, Machado, Tatis, Mason Miller. They're all up if you want to trade
Michael
for them.
King.
Right. Like, but they're only a game and a half out of the wild card. I just think the National League has a different mindset because of the likes of the Dodgers, the Phillies, the Braves.
Your 3-peat champion Dodgers.
You know, you got a team like the Cubs who have 62 wins. And they're looking to buy a lot. The Brewers, we can't discount the Brewers.
That was the other team.
Yeah, like it's just there's so many teams above the 55 and 54 Nationals compared to a team that's the Brewers 67 wins already. They're 12 games over them already. The Dodgers 68 wins, 13 games over them. It's a harder division. So I think that's why you see teams sell more in the National League than you will in the American League. I think like teams like the Twins, who were only 1 game out of the wild card spot, they're going to sell because they know that they're still rebuilding. They're doing good this year, but they're going to sell to Joe Ryan. They might sell to Jefferson, the catcher, because they're looking to still rebuild. So,
you look at it differently. Like if I'm the Nationals, I'm holding pat right where I'm at.
Yeah, but
unless somebody comes and wows me for CJ Abrams, and that's the only one I'm thinking about, you got to wow me to get him. If not, I'm staying pat. We don't know what's happening next year. We're in the mix right now in a very top-loaded NL East.
Yeah.
Like,
going back to your point, you're not going to make it past 1 game.
All right, but you're not losing anything in doing it.
But what if you can get better? Because like I said, CJ Abrams, they plan on moving him to second at some point because they know he's not a shortstop.
Right, but I'm not actively out looking for somebody for him. I'm sitting back and you're going to come to me.
I think they are going to actively look for something for him. They could use pitching help.
I wouldn't.
Right. They could use pitching help.
And you come to me and tell me what you're willing to give me for him, and if it's not up to my par, see you later.
But I mean, like, the Phillies are going to be huge buyers. I expect the Braves to low-key be buyers this year. They know they've got to compete with 2 other teams above them. And you have the Phillies chasing your tails. So I think for certain teams, it's going to be a very active spring or trade deadline. I think we're going to hear a lot of talks. Now, whether a lot happens or not is another story. But there's going to be a lot of talking going on between probably 8 teams most. I would be willing to say more along the lines of 6 teams are going to be the most active in talks.
And I would like to see the Braves stick to the way they've always done it. But that's because, again, I'm a little biased on that. I watched them win 14 straight NL East titles by not going out and making huge deals ever. And they've consistently done that over the past, let's see, they won 14 in a row through the 90s, early 2000s. So the past 20 years, they've stayed, they home grow almost everything, or they go out and sign a name here and there.
Yeah.
You don't ever really hear them making splashes in the trades. And I like the way they do it. I've always respected the Braves on how they've done it. That's why I can't consider the Braves a rival. I don't like them.
Yeah,
I
I'm
respect
going to
them.
blow your point up here. What's the last big trade that the Braves made?
Couldn't tell you.
Had to be 2 years ago?
With the Red Sox, right?
Chris Sale. You tell me they don't actively go after big names. You traded for Chris Sale.
Yeah, but he was on the down then, wasn't he? Like, Boston wanted to get rid of him at that point.
It doesn't matter if you want to get rid of him or not. That's still a big name you traded for.
That wasn't that an off-season trade?
Yeah. But it's still a big name.
But it wasn't a big move because they didn't. What did they give up for him?
What was the kid? Grisham. We got a stud second baseman for him. We got a minor league package after that. It was all minor leaguers, but like we got their stud second baseman because he was stuck behind Albies.
Right, and that's where they tend to make moves is if they already have that locked down. Like,
but you say they don't trade for big names; they sign them.
But they don't make splashy moves. They really don't.
That's a splashy move, Chris Sale. That's a splashy move.
He was written off at that point, though. Like, so it didn't take much to get him.
It's not that he was written off. Don't say that. We were going into a rebuild at that time, we thought. So we were just...
Didn't he have a down... He had a down year, too, though, that year, didn't he? And then he happened to get rejuvenated by going to fucking Atlanta, like he did when he went to Boston.
I mean, he's still going, too.
But I also said, for the most part, they don't make these big moves. You don't generally see the Braves do it. Especially in season. The one name I think you might see them go after would be Scooble.
100%. They have to. They need pitching help, and that's why I think they need a shortstop. They need a right-handed corner outfielder, and they need a starting pitcher. I think low-key Tyler Ward and Casey Mize are two names I would send to Boston or to the Braves. They're lower end trades, but I think in that Taylor Ward situation, you can inquire about Gunnar Henderson, who's going to be leaving the Orioles too. So you're going to get him a little cheaper because he's going to be a rental.
True.
And that's why I'm saying like a Gunnar Henderson trade, I don't think is off the table. He's more of a rental.
I would not be surprised if they asked about Lindor too. I would be okay with the Mets sending players to the Braves. Collusion.
Where the hell did that come with?
Me. I leaned in.
Dude, that didn't even sound like your voice. It actually sounded like Aaron to me. And I got
Collusion.
No, it sounded like Aaron to me. Jesus. So Gunnar Henderson's an eligible free agent in 2028. You would get a year and a half out of him. So you're buying lower on him because you're almost a rental to him.
Yeah, but a lot of teams won't make that trade unless they can sign him long term.
I don't know
The only type of team that would do that is the Dodgers, the Yankees, and the Mets if they were good.
I'm just saying I could see a Gunnar Henderson getting traded, and I think the Braves are a good fit. I don't see the Orioles trading him to Boston. Or else I would say that maybe Boston's a good fit for him.
I got a shortstop for you.
I mean, that's still on the table with Boston. Honestly, I could see a Lindor in Boston.
I think it would be a good fit for him.
Well, the problem is the $160 million he's still owed. And I don't think the Mets...
Cohen would eat some of it.
I don't think the Mets would eat some of that. I think they'd want to shed a lot of that. And I think the offset of that would be is if we traded you Masataka and Trevor Story, and I don't think that Stearns would want that contract.
We need to trade him too.
So that's not going to happen.
He needs to go.
Yeah, I think the Braves are primed to make a couple good moves. I think the Pirates could sneakily make a couple moves that are going to turn your head. They know that they need to do something in order to keep Skeens happy. And I think that's really where they're at with everything, is that Skeens needs to stay happy for them.
But they still got control over him for
a while.
Like,
5 or 6 years yet.
So don't even sweat that shit now. Get through the new CBA, the beginning of the new CBA, and see where you land.
Yeah, but they're
not a big spending team, and the new CBA is going to play more to the Pirates than the Dodgers.
They're not a low spending team this year. They've actually spent some money this year.
Right, but they're still middle of the pack at best with what they've spent.
I saw a trade package for Bobby Witt Jr. today. And boy, did it upset me. So there's a lot of talks that Bobby Witt Jr. could actually be traded, but it's going to cost you an arm and a leg.
As it should.
As stud. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you still have arbitration with him.
No.
For the next. No? How?
He signed to a long-term contract now. He's got like 8-year contract now. He signed a big one. He's like on an 8 or a 10-year deal. But the Royals have to go into a full rebuild, and that's the truth of the matter. But it was our number 1 prospect, our number 3 prospect, Roman Anthony, and Peyton Tolley for Bobby Witt Jr. And I don't know.
You don't give up Roman Anthony.
I don't think. Well, you don't give up Peyton Tolley either.
I don't know who that is, but you don't give up Roman Anthony.
He's the funny pitcher that we have that came up this year. Well, last year.
Funny?
Yeah, with the stash. He's the one that we send the videos. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, is he the one that I think I saw something where they were asking, bigger guy, right? Like stop.
Yeah.
And they were asking him like overviews. I saw a reel of him where they were showing him like the overview of stadiums, and he had to guess them.
Oh,
I think that's who that was.
Well, they also when we were coming to New York and our plane got delayed and we showed up like an hour before the game was supposed to start. They asked him like, "Oh, well, you know, how did they feed you? Was everything good?" He's like, "They got me donuts, and that's good. I got protein. Those jelly-filled donuts were all I needed." Like he's just funny. He's the one that came into the locker room and all American flag stuff for the 4th of July and everything, put on this whole show. Like you just don't get rid of a clubhouse guy like that.
No.
That's my thing. Roman Anthony, that would hurt.
You don't give him up. He is the future of that franchise. You don't.
But
he's untouchable.
He's
untouchable.
He's not untouchable to the Red Sox, so that's the problem.
He should be. He should be untouchable, or you're going to start hearing those chants again.
Well,
Sweet Caroline, sell the team.
You're wrong, actually. It's come to light that like he's falling out of favoritism with the front office. He ended up being part of the distraction of why we were like distracted at home. He was young and immature and creating a lot of like not good vibes in the clubhouse. And that's why they sent him to Florida to continue his rehab, to get him out of the building.
He's a young kid probably trying to have fun in the clubhouse and loosen it up. Like, let him be a kid.
And that's not where that team was at, though.
Sorry, I've just noticed this golf tan is like a real fucking thing.
Oh, dude, yes. Golf tans are a real thing.
Holy shit. Look at the difference.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
Yes, I know. I have worse lighting than you, so it's harder to see. But yeah, that's why they sent him and Marcelo Meyer away. They were distractions in the clubhouse.
That kid almost has to be untouchable, though.
So I wouldn't say he's untouchable. It's not that I want him to see him go.
He's gonna grow up, and he is the future face of that franchise. Like,
And he's also got a noodle arm. Where are you gonna put him? DH at the age of 20? I mean, come on. The dude can't throw a baseball.
yeah, that's part of the sport, isn't it?
Like you're saying he's not touchable, but like we know he has a noodle arm. So at the age of 20, you're DHing him already.
I mean, career DH.
That's terrible.
Kind of like
Your
Mo
value
Vaughn. He was never
diminishes.
really a big fielder. He was usually just a DH until he went to the NL and had to play first base with the Mets.
Still. He's not built for a career DH either. He's a skinnier dude.
Well, trust me, if he played DH, he'd plump up. Got a lot of sitting.
Got a lot of hot dogs to eat. So I just don't think he's untouchable. And that I don't like it. I like the kid. I think he's going to be a stud at whatever he does. But, you know, what's he going to have to go play first? Learn how to play the first base?
Probably.
We're kind of jammed up right there right now. Like, it's just the sad truth. And it's all part of the
Lindor.
Game. That's the thing. Like, it's all a part of the game. When you're jammed up at a position, you have to get rid of prospects.
I'll take him for Lindor. We can give him time to go down and learn first base.
I mean, I think he'll be a better hitter than Clifford.
Clifford's got him. Ben just kind of like toned it down now since he moved up. But I watched them, I think twice last year in Scranton, and every fucking swing, his helmet's flying off.
Right, because he's only swinging for the fence.
Swing. Like, learn how to hit situationally. Not every ball has to go over the fence.
Right.
The most exciting play in baseball is a liner to the gap.
I disagree. The most exciting play in baseball is a suicide squeeze.
They don't do that anymore.
Some teams do.
I'll put money on it that 5 players can pull that off in the MLB. I couldn't even tell you who, but I bet you only 5 players would be able to pull it off.
Red Sox did it 2 or 3 times during their fucking 15-game win streak.
Good for them. I love to see it.
Yeah, like they played small ball during that win streak. The one game alone, they had 3 bunts for hits.
I know you and Aaron get sick of me sending the reels from this girl, but that Brook Nose Ball girl, she makes some valid points, man. It's time to push the fences back, push the mounds back. Like,
no, the mounds cannot go back. I disagree with mounds all the way around.
Why?
The minute you start pushing mounds back, every pitcher that's playing baseball right now who's not in high school is going to end up with arm problems.
They already do.
The arm problems will go even higher. It'll be astronomical. It'll be bad. Pitchers are going to have a hard time adjusting because they're going to try throwing harder. It's a whole different release point throwing a foot or 2 further back. You have to reteach your body everything.
You can push it back and raise the mound. You can kind of level that out if you raise the mound.
You can't raise the mound much more because now you're offsetting their stride. You're making them fall further down. You cannot push mounds back. It would be very bad medically to pitchers. I think you'd see a lot more arm injuries.
I think it would teach them actually how to pitch. Because
I
how many actual pitchers are there in the major leagues right now? Pitchers, not hard throwers, pitchers.
a lot.
And when I say pitcher, I mean like Greg Maddux. People who actually know
So
how
you're-
to pitch, not
so
just
you're-
throw hard.
You're going to take away people like Mason Miller, throws 103.
He's a closer. They've always supposed to be gassing it.
Jacob Mizorowski.
I wouldn't even tell you Jacob deGrom's a good, an actual pitcher. He's a hard thrower. And I love Jacob deGrom.
But you're talking about some of the Turk Skubel's a hard thrower. Cam Schitler's a hard thrower. I mean, they're good pitchers. They're of the best right now.
I'm not saying they're not of the best right now because all of them are throwers, not pitchers.
Right, but you can't say they're not pitchers. You're trying to establish what the 90s were compared to what its modern day era is now. Everything evolves. That's like saying that, Michael Jordan was a basketball player and Jalen Brunson's not.
Jalen Brunson's probably closer to Michael Jordan than LeBron James is.
But he's not because he's modern day. Sorry.
It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with modern day.
Every sport changes. That's the thing. Everything changes in time. And this is just the era that we've changed to.
I get that's what they've taught, but I don't consider what they're doing pitching. They're just throwing the ball. They don't work in, out, up, down. Some do. Some do. Not it's not the same. Just like I'll tell you right now, hitters nowadays aren't as good as hitters from the 90s, early 2000s. Not even close. Everybody swings for the fucking fence because that's what you're taught.
What you're screwing up, and that started in the 90s. Thank you.
I know that was Greg Maddux saying it,
and Glavine. It was the Tom Glavine and Greg Maddux commercial
with Mark McGuire. Yeah, I know.
So I think where you're going wrong here, they're all pitchers. They're just different kind of pitchers. And you want more finesse pitchers.
Not finesse. I don't want finesse. I don't care if you throw hard. You can throw hard all you want. That's fine. But learn how to work a batter. And this goes on the batters too, is learn how to hit.
But
don't try to put everything over the fence.
Pitcher. He wasn't just a pitcher. He was a finesse. He knew how to throw his pitches and finesse them in.
He knew the mind game of pitching. He called his own pitches. He knew the mind game.
But
pitching
that's not
is
what it's
more
about
than
anymore.
Throwing.
That's not what it's about anymore.
That's what the entire sport is about.
No, the whole sport is analytical now. That's why we have buttons on our sport. That's why we have buttons on our thighs that tell the pitcher what pitch to throw. We're not giving signs anymore.
No, that's so people don't steal signs from second base.
No, it's not. It's because literally it's all about the analytics.
The computer picks the pitch. I get it.
The coach gets the pitch from the computer, what we should be throwing. Then the coach relays it to the catcher. The catcher relays it to the pitcher. This is the sequence we should be throwing for the next batter.
I'm also of the mindset that most managers right now don't know how to manage baseball.
I don't totally disagree with you, but it's like all analytics now. It's where the sport went.
And it's a mistake. It's going to kill the sport.
It's not killing it yet.
It's going to.
I think right now the prices are killing the sport more than anything.
Honestly, I think baseball is more financially viable for normal people like us than football, basketball. Hockey might be the only sport that's
maybe to buy a ticket, but not to actually go there and do anything.
Same thing with the NFL. NFL, you're paying $150 to sit in the fucking nosebleeds for one ticket, on top of paying the ridiculous parking fees that they charge and the ridiculous prices they charge for everything in the stadium. NBA, you're paying $300 to sit in the fucking nosebleeds and still paying the same prices. Like, prices of food and all of that are all the same all over the place throughout the sports. But as far so ticket prices is where you can kind of make the comparison. And when you look at that, baseball is one of the cheaper sports to be able to attend.
I think it depends on what you're going to watch. And I think that goes for every sport all the way around.
True.
I mean,
hell, I could probably go right now and get Mets tickets for like $5.
well, I wouldn't say $5, but you're talking it's $120 to go see a Cubs Yankees game tomorrow. I bet you these tickets are even more astronomical. Yeah. Over $200 to go watch the Dodgers Red Sox tomorrow. Like,
I could go to Philly and watch the Mets play the Phillies tomorrow for $57.
Well, because it's the Mets, but you're looking at the team that they're playing.
Playing the Phillies.
Yeah, but it's the Mets. And no one wants to see the Mets right now, so they're trying to get rid of the tickets.
Oh, no, I lied. I'm sorry. I could drive to Flushing tomorrow for $17.
Because it's
Marlins,
the
Mets.
No one wants to see it.
Right. And baseball fluctuates like that, but football generally stays.
No, it doesn't.
Higher. You're never going to find Giants tickets for $20.
No, but I mean,
even if we suck,
you can find them for like $70 if the team
17.
sucks. But that's the whole point. Number one, you're talking 81 games that you can go see the Mets at their stadium.
Yeah.
You're talking only 8 games to go see a football game.
True.
10%. That's why the tickets don't change that much, but they drop on a shitty team. The owners have to try making something in those 8 to 9 games they get at home. $17. Okay. So if you paid $100 for, let's even go higher. Let's say you paid $250 on average for the 8 home games at New York.
$2,000.
It'd be okay. Now say you paid $20 for the 81 games in New York.
Like $1,700.
Is it? Which that's probably not a fair price either. Let's say $50. Right? Because at the beginning of the season, all tickets are a little higher.
Right.
Because you're going in with higher expectations.
Not the Mets, but okay.
That's $4,000 at $50. So you ended up paying more because you're getting more games. And that's why, like, certain sports, the tickets won't drop as far. That's why I would account. That's how I would account for all that.
But also don't forget, it's not the owners that are controlling the prices. It's the secondary market where we're getting them from. We're not buying them from first-hand sellers. You're buying them from people who have already paid and are taking the loss on the tickets.
At most sites, yes, you are correct. Some people can get them. Sometimes you'll get them right from the Mets, though, depending on what site you're buying from.
But I mean, it is what it is. Mets suck.
Yeah.
Trade the whole team. Sell the team. No, don't sell the team. We've already seen the Wilpons.
Oh, man.
Trade the GM and everybody he brought with him from fucking Milwaukee. See you, bye.
Oh, my God.
Send them back.
Well, sir, we're an hour and a half into this.
I know. We just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk
Yes.
and talk and talk.
So you got anything else?
No, sir. Monday should
Remember,
be interesting.
hit us up for
the 5th of November.
Okay. Hit us up if you're interested in the Fantasy Football League. We got 11 spots, 10 spots, 9 spots left, we'll say. We'll say we got 9. 9.
8.
You're not going to do it?
I'm sending Tommy one.
Well, I counted Tommy. I counted 3 of us, so we got 9 spots left of the 12. But okay.
12. Oh. Yeah, there's 8 left.
Aaron said he'll commission the league. He'll only play if there's a spot available.
That's going to be hard for him to be commissioner, considering I started it.
Well, whatever. You could literally give him the info to be commissioner, or I think you can transfer commissioner too. But I'm saying there's 9 spots left of our NDT fantasy football league. If you're interested, shoot somebody a message here, either me, Justin, Aaron, or just shoot one to the page and we'll get back to you. Sunday we have our variety show. I'm sure we'll come up with something to do, fun and entertaining. Maybe we'll start thinking now instead of Sunday for something to come up with. And then Monday we're going to do the pop-up MLB trade deadline show. And once again, we plan on doing that one different than how we normally do these. We actually plan on doing that one all together. We're going to be in one spot all together like we did the stream when we were on vacation.
I gotta go fucking Honesdale?
Well, probably because we're probably going to be golfing before that.
You work, don't you? You off that day?
I'm off that day. I work Tuesday instead.
All right, so I guess we're golfing.
That was the original plan, is that we were going to go play 9 after Aaron got out of work.
Blue Ridge Trail?
Probably not, sir. We're playing 9 after Aaron gets out of work.
But we have all day.
Not if we... No, sir. We would never make it for a trade deadline show.
8 o'clock tea time. Get here early.
Sir, that's not how that works for us. Back to this. We're going to do a trade deadline show all together on the same spot. So that'll be fun. We get to all be together again. We haven't done that in a while. It's been 5 months. Yeah, 5 months since we did that. And I thoroughly enjoyed us being all at the same room.
I guess I'm going to have to bring my Ezekiel hat.
Jesus. And then sports show next Thursday. So we've got 3 shows lined up. Sunday, Monday, Thursday for next week.
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it. Like, comment, share. Hit all the gosh darn buttons. Annoy your friends.
Oh, God.
All of it. All of it. Let's build our following.
Let's do that.
I want to hit shit. I'd like to hit like 1,000 on YouTube and get to 3,000 on Facebook. That'd be nice.
How about this? If we can get 50, yeah, we'll go with 50. If we can get 50 likes on this show, when we go golfing Monday, we will live stream the whole thing.
Ooh. I like it.
50 likes, we will live stream from one of our phones or something.
We'll have
our whole
DJIs.
Yeah, I could do that too. We will live stream our 9-hole golf round on Monday.
You'll get to see my club throwing skills. So yes, like, comment, share. Later.